For the past few days, I've been playing Hytale with my feet and nothing else, which, you know, has been kinda weird. I'm not really known for having the most flexible toes, but I've taken it upon myself to get the best armor in Hytale with only my toes. If you don't know what Hytale is, it's kinda like Minecraft. You mine, you craft, you get armor, and the best armor to get right now is adamantite. It's red and awesome. To get this mythical armor, you must travel across all of the game's biomes, get almost every ore, collect a bunch of different other hard to get items from different enemies, and basically just grind a ton. This would be kinda tedious even on its own with all the traveling and resource gathering, but I'm doing this entirely handsless, which means more often than not I'm going to be trying to do something important and accidentally hit the wrong buttons with my feet. And the whole time you're going to be able to see it with the wonderful foot camera in the top right, so you get maximum viewing pleasure from my suffering. But anyways, it's time to tell the true story of Toeland. I spent like 2 whole minutes typing out that name, by the way. Doing it with your feet is really hard. I am so ready to do this. Let's go. It's time. I'm walking backwards. Walk forwards. Yes. Wow. What a beautiful world it is outside. I don't think it's going to be that hard. All I have to do is get a bunch of ore, make a pretty beautiful house, and then go to the lava biome. Okay, first order of business. Inventory. How do I make this? I need rubble. Pick it up. Pick it up. Oh, I went in third person. I'm Santa Claus, by the way. That's not relevant, but I am. Is that a grizzly bear? No, that's a deer. Is that a deer? A horse. I gotta. Okay, into horse acquiring position. I'm going to run up to it. Okay, it's moving. Go. Spam F. Spam F. Oh, I've spammed too much F. Too much F. Come here. He's trapped. He's trapped in the water. He's trapped in the water. He's trapped in the water. I did it. I did it. Oh my god. This is the best day of my life. Go, my noble steed. How do I turn? Oh, there's a spider. There's a spider. Run, run, ow, run. Scroll wheel. Scroll. There's a big ocean. Oh my god. The lava biomes. Is that the lava biome? Oh my god, it is. There's 4 main zones in Hytale. The one I started in, the desert one, the snowy one, and the lava one. And the lava one is important because I'm pretty sure it's the only biome where you can find adamantite. And I need 77 of it to get a full set of armor, so having this biome right next to me is pretty convenient. Anyways, my first order of business in Toeland is getting myself a base of operations up and running. Goodbye, Mr. Horse. I need to eat berries. Oh god, this is so hard to do because the scroll wheel is right next to right click. Okay, do it. Please. Just reposition the mouse so that it's like turn. Okay, thank you. Right click. I'm doing it. This is revolutionary. I'm moving up in life. Got the crew pickaxe. Okay, I have done something pretty cool. So now I changed my sprint key to Q. So now if I press them both at the same... Why am I crouching? Yes, I hit Q and W at the same time simultaneously with one toe. So now I can actually like sprint. I think this beach looks pretty cool because it has like the lava area over there. I really need to get to the lava area. Oh, wolves, stay away. Those are dangerous. I need hide so I can get like a sleeping bag to sleep for the night. Give it to me. Oh, no, bear. Oh, it's stuck. It's stuck. You're a loser. You're a loser. Get out, Toad. I am the master toe PvP. Oh, he can reach me. He can reach me from there. Go. Go in for the kill. Go in for the kill. They run so fast. Chase. Chase. Oh no, he's trapped me. He's too smart. Did I hear a pig? Oh my god, you're dying. I need your leather. You can't run. You can't run. That's a skeleton. PvP. PvP. Ow. 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 Ow, I win. Now you're probably wondering, how am I gonna make a house with my toes? Well, step 1, you gotta chop down trees with your toes. Step 2, you gotta put down your sleeping bag and name your respawn point toe hub like one does. Step 3, begin the frame of the house. Accidentally keep pressing the wrong buttons because you're playing the game with your feet. God, stop, please. I just wanna put the wood down. Step 4, make a ton of planks and dig out the floor for your base. Step 5, place tons of wood to make the walls, and then fail to jump on the roof like 7 times. Seriously, I was doing this for like 5 minutes. Step 6 of building a house with your toes. Spend a really long time trying to make this roof because you keep placing blocks in the wrong place. I should mention that by now my legs were really starting to hurt just from bending my toes this way. But I was committed to the foot lifestyle, so after a long time building this house with tons of mistakes, I finally completed it. Dude, this house has genuinely taken me like an hour to build, but now I can finally like actually put chests inside and go mining. So that's what I did. I put down a few wooden chests, put all my building supplies away, and went to find a cave. As long as I keep the copper in my hotbar, nothing will be able to take it from me. I see a rat down there. He's gonna take it from me. Hey, Mr. Rat. Hey, how's it going? How's it going, Mr. Rat? I'm gonna kill you now. I gotta kill you. Hello? This is actually good for hide. I need lots of hide before I can, like, make new armors. Because you see, to make new armors, you gotta upgrade the workbenches. And to upgrade the workbenches, you need to slaughter animals en masse. I'm learning, though. I can, like, actually right-click now without hitting the scroll bar. Spider! 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 Get away! Get away! Get away! You missed! You missed! I win. Down here in the Great Toe Caves, I found copper. Lots and lots of copper. But I noticed while going through here, there wasn't actually any iron. And you know, there were more and more mobs spawning down here, so I decided to go back up and smelt the copper I had. Then I made myself some food and looked for a better cave. This one looked pretty nice and big, so I headed down and found a bunch of goblins. I'm too good. I'm too good. I'm too good. Toe attack. Toe attack. Come here. Don't run. I actually found a bit of iron down here, but there was also this weird bomber guy looking at me. I'm just guessing that he can't reach me, so I'm just gonna mind my own business up here. This iron was good, but it wasn't enough for me, so I jumped down on the little guy at the bottom, and he almost killed me. Oh my god. Oh my god, my health. My health is gone. Die. For your sins. I got out of there, man. That place was scary. I still wanted iron, so I looked on my map and I saw pretty far away there was a quarry. And you know, quarries sound like they'd have iron in them. So I began traveling over there, and on the way I almost got mauled to death by a wolf. I'm very low. I'm very low. Mr. Wolf, please. Please, Mr. Wolf. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I want to slither. Okay. Run. Dude, wolves do so much damage. I need armor. There's another. There's another. There's another. I gotta get out of here, man. When I got to the quarry, I made a bedroll to set my spawn just in case, and I looked down and I saw a bunch of iron. So I dug a little tunnel down there, and yeah, this place was pretty nice. I got a good handful of iron. But while I was exploring, I heard this weird noise through the walls. What was that? I just heard like something coming out of the ground. And on my way out, I noticed this scary guy with green glowing hands. That's a mage. That's a mage. That's a mage. Get out. Get out. He's gonna kill me. Yeah, turns out a ton of skeletons suddenly spawned around the quarry. Don't do that. Don't do that. There's a mage outside. They're right at the door. Dude, I'm so lucky that they can't open doors. So once again, I was sent running home. On the way back though, I found this cool blue forest, and this wood is actually one of the items I need from the list. So I went ahead and got it. That's 100 blue logs collected, just like that. When I got home, I made myself better weapons. I got a copper battle axe and a bow, and also made a couple pieces of armor to protect myself. The battle axe is good because it outranges most enemies, and I need to kill lots of dangerous guys like this one to get the hide I need. But you know what? I didn't want to kill wolves right now. I want some real progress, so I swam across the ocean all the way to that lava biome. I felt really confident because I had copper weapons and armor now. There's adamantite right there, I think. That looks like ore. I just need to make a staircase all the way to the top. It took a few minutes because placing blocks with my toes is really hard, but I eventually made it to the top and entered the cinder wastes. And oh my god, this place had tons of ore. There's cobalt. That's cobalt. That's the thing that I need to upgrade the thing. Finding cobalt here meant I didn't have to go all the way to the snow biome to mine it, which was super convenient. And not only that, but there was tons of adamantite ore here too. There weren't that many enemies here, so I took advantage of it to get as much stuff as possible. And when I was done, I had almost all the cobalt I needed and half the adamantite. This was good progress. I thought this was going to be way harder. Dude, this is so good. This means I'm not going to have to spend nearly as much time in like the snow biome. I'm still gonna have to go back there because I need like the shadow weave scraps, which only drop from enemies in the snow biome. Next up on my agenda is getting medium hide. I'm gonna need like 20 of it, which means I have to kill a bunch of wolves. And you know, I've seen wolves here and there, but when you're actually looking for them, they're pretty hard to find. So when I went looking for some, I found barely any, and I decided to see if there's any other way to get medium hide. I found out that around the area I'm in, there's a swamp called the Fens, and in this swamp lives a frog monster that drops the medium hide I want. It's pretty dangerous though, since there's also snakes and thorns and stuff, so I brought a bedroll with me and headed south until eventually stumbling into the swamp. I headed really deep inside this place, set up a little camp, and began my venture to collect hide. I've heard that these guys are like a little bit dangerous to fight in groups, so I'm gonna sneak up behind them. Sneaking up behind him and attack. Ow. Die, mister. Yes, give me your skin. Aim. Aim. This is like a lot harder than it looks. These guys are pretty easy to kill, but they're way stronger than skeletons. Like this one was strafing away from me. By the way, why does this game make you kill so many innocent animals? I mean, these guys are just defending their swamp homeland, and I came in and started slaughtering them like a psychopath. But you know, they give me stuff I want, so who cares? Anyways, after killing a few of these guys, I headed home to make a total of 17 medium hide, which is enough for now. I should also probably mention that on my list, there's linen and bone fragments. Those are both dropped from skeletons, and just from killing them here and there, I've already collected enough to mark them off. And I also got enough copper after the first few mining trips. Another one of the items on my list I wanted to get out of the way was chitin. This stuff drops from bugs, and I need 40 of it, which brings us to zone 2. I could go through this biome killing things like scorpions and wasps, but this place also has a special bug enemy called the scarrick. They mostly hide underground in really big hives. You can spot them because they're usually surrounded by a big lump of mud. And this biome is also the place you find thorium, the green ore. It's another one of the items on my list, so I launched an expedition southwards into the deserts. It's conveniently right by the swamp camp I made. By the way, I came up with a strategy to do this challenge without killing my legs. I started making towers of pillows on my chair so I didn't have to bend my ankles as much. Anyhow, there's lots of cool wildlife here, like saber-toothed tigers and armadillos. I killed this guy because he drops chitin. I was chasing this tortoise to kill it for chitin too, but then it ran near a giant wasp. And these things are no joke, man. They're probably the most dangerous enemy in this biome. I ain't messing with that, so I kept heading down along this beach to be safe and killed any other tortoises or armadillos I saw on the way. I came up upon this muddy bone area, and when I went on my map, I saw it. A big scarrick hive was just west of me, right over this big flat sandy ridge. I also found a bit of thorium on the way. When I showed up at the hive, I saw a wasp patrolling around the edges, but he didn't see me, so I snuck down and put down a bedroll. Now, from what I've seen on like test worlds, this should extend pretty far underground, so I should be able to just like dig down right here. I gave my respawn point a cozy name, Sakariako. I don't remember what I was trying to spell here, I'll be honest. But anyways, I dug a tunnel downwards, and eventually I could hear squishy noises coming from the walls. So I mined over and entered the scarrick hive. There's chitin just sitting all around here because they keep dying in thorns. I need to kill those guys. Okay, these guys are not that hard to kill, I don't think, because they have really bad range. Come here, my bugs. Come here. And this is also perfect for getting chitin because they have really high respawn rates in here, so they just like reappear. I'm gonna be honest, these guys are probably the most incompetent enemy in the game. There's lots of thorns in this place, so by the time I went down there, a lot of the scarricks were either dead or dying, so there was just like a ton of chitin kind of just sitting around. At least they look pretty cool though. While wandering through here just slaughtering them, I got up to 40 chitin, mostly by stealing it on the ground. And yeah, it was a lot easier to get than I thought, but I still have to get thorium, cobalt, adamantite, void hearts, and clothing scraps from enemies in harder biomes, so there's still quite a bit left to go. There's a bug just camping outside of my... Die! That's the wrong thing. Die. Die. Why do I keep switching? Attack. 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 He can't do anything. Get on. Okay, now I just gotta make it home. I can see it on the map. I see Tow Hub. And so I began the trek back home. This time on the way back though, I decided to go through the water instead. I really didn't want to have to come all the way back here and get more chitin, and the ocean is surprisingly really safe for traveling. As long as you don't find the evil shark, that is. At home base, I put my chitin away, but then immediately wanted to head back to get some thorium. Thorium collecting went pretty well, and after dropping it off, I decided to finish off the last of the ore collecting before moving on to the really hard items. Over at the lava biome, there was still plenty of cobalt and adamantite, but this time there were a lot more enemies patrolling around. Yeah, I stayed away from those guys. I pretty quickly got the last of the ore I needed, then headed back. There's a lot of... Oh, that's a guy. That's a guy right there. Run. 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 That's a hole. That's a hole. Run. 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 I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not afraid anymore. You're so rude. You don't actually do that much damage. You don't do that much damage. Can I kill you? He has the thing I need. This is the thing I need. I just need like 20 of that. Anyways, with that trip done, that is the last of the ore collecting completed. I had all the adamantite, thorium, cobalt, everything. Now comes, I think, one of the 2 hardest parts, 40 shadow weave scrap. This is Zone 3, the snowy area, and living inside this zone is a civilization of Viking-looking guys. They're called Outlanders. They have cobalt weapons, and they're probably the most dangerous kind of enemy in the game, at least in my opinion, because they have battle axes, bows, dagger guys. These guys got moves. To find this place, I had to go north, really far north, until finding this ocean. Before going to the main part of Zone 3, I decided to head up to this place, the Northern Toe Island. I just made that up. But it had a dock-looking thing, so I wanted to go there to find Outlanders. And it was completely empty. It had a few shadow weave scraps in the chest though, which was pretty cool. There's also polar bears here. Anyways, I showed up on the mainland and I saw a whole flock of wild meese. Then I entered the Everfrost. This is where the big boys are. I came up on these 2 castle-looking buildings and I thought they had the guys I needed, but they just ended up being lame skeletons that don't drop shadow weave. Oh my god. That's a bear! That's a bear! Run! He just spawned right next to me. Did you see that? He just like crawled up out of the ground. Is he still okay? Dude, I thought it was over. I thought it was over for a second. On my map, just to my west, I saw it. An Outlander village and a mine. But the village has lots of guys, so I opted to go to the quarry. Now, I only have half copper armor. I want you to guess what I did to kill these guys. That's right, feast your eyes upon my new respawn point, Uvilo. I was trying to spell evil, by the way. After putting the important stuff in a chest, it's now time for what I call the smacka, the strategy where I just like go in, smack them a bunch, and then die repeatedly until I get what I want. Alright, it's time to give me your clothes, men. Where are they? I know they're in here somewhere. I know you're around here. Oh, hello there. Oh, hello. You're going to give me your clothes. Why is there a skeleton? Why are you over here? You're not supposed to be over here. Oh, there's a guy there. Okay. But this is part of the plan. This is part of the plan, okay? Now I go back. Oh my god, that really hurt. That really hurt. That really hurt. But it doesn't matter. I'm gonna kill them one by one until I get what I need. That guy just fell all the way down. I'm gonna kill you. You're going to die. Give me your clothes. Now, it was going pretty good for me so far. I was about 1/4 of the way there. Die, 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 die. But what I didn't realize was that each time I died, every single tool in my inventory lost 10% durability. Come here, my pretties. You didn't even know I was here. You didn't even know I was here. There's a guy coming. I'm dead. Oh my god. They hit really hard. It was at this point that my battle axe broke, but I didn't realize it yet. I was just wondering why I was bashing these guys over and over again and they weren't taking any damage. But eventually I realized and crafted myself a starter sword and went back to the wacka wacka. It took a monumental amount of foot gymnastics, but I got my 40th piece of Shadow Weave scrap, and I didn't even lose that much health. Anyways, yeah, I did this epic move called throwing myself off a cliff to get my health back, got the stuff I needed, then trekked back to Tow Hub. Here's a time lapse of me swimming, then walking all the way home because I'm scared of polar bears. Oh my god, dude, I've never been happier to see the giant lava waterfall I've been exploring for so long. I've actually just been pressing the W key with my toe, my big toe, for like 40 minutes. I also had all the medium hide I needed by now, so that's done alongside Shadow Weave scraps. But now, it's time for the final, arguably hardest and most annoying part of this challenge for me. Getting Void Hearts, Cinder Cloth scraps, and Heavy Hide. The last two aren't that bad, they just drop from skeletons in Zone 4 and bears, but Void Hearts are a whole different story. At nighttime, there are these eldritch abominations that appear called Void Eyes. When you get near them, they spawn a bunch of little ugly guys that can outrun you and swarm you, and they also shoot purple laser beams at you if you get too close, which can casually half your health bar, so the only option for me is shooting them from a distance, which is a lot harder with my toes. And I would go to fight them now, but it's daytime and all my stuff is kind of broken from dying 30 times. So I made myself a shiny new iron battle axe, a new bow, and headed over to the volcano area to get my 20 cindercloth scraps. Oh, there's a lot of guys down there. Is that worth it? So there's like a wraith down there, and he'll drop the things that I need, but there's also like that big shield guy. You see him off in the distance? That guy is really scary. He can like charge at you at lightning speed. I'm so bad at aiming with this. This should hit. Yeah. Now he sees me, and he's gonna come up here. Come on, you're nothing. You're nothing. Hey, that's rude. That's rude. Don't twirl it. Don't twirl it like that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's rude. I killed him. How good am I with the tow bow? How good am I with the tow bow? Can I hit him? I did not mean to hit that guy. That's the big guy. Is he coming? What happens if I just get a little bit closer? You know? Die. He's dead. He's dead. I gotta go in. Give me the stuff. Give me the stuff. He didn't even drop it, did he? He just dropped thorium. You barely do any damage. You're pathetic. Weak compared to my toey embrace. Come here. Is it turning nighttime? It's turning nighttime. It's actually turning nighttime. Give me your clothes. Dude, that place is completely pitch black at night. I am not messing with that. There's gonna be like eye demons out there. Imagine being a skeleton living peacefully with your skeleton family and having to be like, oh god, guys, don't go outside. There's a pumpkin-eating madman on the loose. He's going around killing people and stealing their clothes. Good sir, may I have your clothes, please? Dude, I'm actually getting good at this. 3 hits in a row. 4 hits in a row. This last skeleton here concludes my time in the volcano biome. Don't gotta come back here. Okay, so my medium hide has finished turning into medium leather, which means I can now upgrade the armorer's workbench to tier 2. I already got most of the heavy hide I need, so I just went out killing some bears. Then I realized I was wasting my effort this whole time because I tried killing these guys out of curiosity, and it turns out they also drop heavy hide. Wait, these guys give me heavy hide? Wait, you guys are so useful. Each of you is like a bear, but you're defenseless. Yeah, I got the last hide I needed in like 2 seconds, which brings me to my very last item on the list. That's right, it's the 3 void hearts. But before night fell and I went looking for them, I pulled out a secret weapon that I've been waiting to use this entire time. Foretold in ancient prophecies, this item was so powerful that not even the creatures of the darkness would stand a chance. Dude, these enemies, they've messed up now, because I've got my secret weapon. Feast your eyes upon it. The grippy hospital socks. They won't stand a chance against these things. Let's go. See, now with the grippy hospital socks, the grippy socks, they make it so I can control the mouse way better and easier. And that way I'm gonna kill them all. I just shot a random squirrel. It is a very low chance for them to drop a void heart. I think it's like a 10 or 15% chance. And here's where the big issue comes in with getting void hearts. I think my grippy socks were working too well because I could find absolutely no void eyes around the area I was in. I don't know, maybe I scared them away. I patrolled this area for the whole night. Nothing. I found plenty of these guys, but they didn't drop it. The only point at which I saw one was the moment it turned day, which is when they all despawned. There's one right there, but it's turning daytime. No, he's gone. What just hit me? There's a shark? There's a shark in the water? What's wrong with you? Why weren't you here all the other times? Each time I failed to find void eyes, it meant I had to spend another 30 minutes waiting for it to turn night again. Yes, it takes that long, I timed it. And then I went out to look again and I still didn't find them. I even went out way further this time. And so I devised a plan to find more void eyes because waiting for night was getting really boring. The deserts of Zone 2 are a lot more dangerous than what I'm in, with all the scarix flying around and stuff, but it's also way more open. And I don't know if it's because it's a harder area or whatever, but while testing, I saw way more void eyes spawning in this place. And so I ran back south into the savannas to look for a place to farm enemies. This place looked promising, it was flat and had no wasps nearby, so I made a whole shack down here to stay safe in during night, with my new respawn name, And when it turned night, can you guess what I found? Absolutely nothing. There wasn't anything spawning around my shack. I got completely scammed. I managed to find one whole void eye during this night, and it didn't even drop the things. So yeah, I immediately gave up on that place and headed closer to where that Scarrick Hive was. This place was way more open, so I thought maybe I'd be able to see more happening. I set my spawn point in one of these random tents lying around and even prepped the area for nightfall by killing some of the wasps. And after yet another 30 minutes of waiting, night finally fell and I went out to see if anything spawned. And oh my god, it's a Christmas miracle. There's actually enemies here. One of them even spawned right behind me and I didn't notice. Oh my god, run, run. I didn't know that guy was there. He just snuck up on me. It was when I killed the very next Void Eye that I found my first Void Heart. I think there might be a Void Heart up there. I think I might see it. It's purple up there. You see that? Did I get it? Oh my god. I got one. I'm gonna be honest with you, I killed a lot more of these guys without them dropping anything. I shot so many arrows that I had to go scavenging for more sticks to craft more. On my second night in the Great Toe Desert, I found and killed lots of Void Eyes, but no luck. And so I was left waiting for another 30 minutes. I wish there was a way to skip the daytime. On night 3 though, things started to really turn around for me, because right off the bat, the second one I killed dropped my second Void Heart. I got another one. I got another one. I have two. I have two. I've been looking for so long. Come here, loser. Drop it. Drop it right now. Please, I'm so close. I'm so close to greatness. I just needed to get lucky with one more Void Eye, but I ran into an issue. I had no more arrows. So I put down a workbench, and with the few sticks I had, I made 22 arrows. Enough to kill only 4 more Void Eyes. If I wanted to get the last Void Heart tonight, I'd have to get really lucky. And so I went out to hopefully get what I needed so I wouldn't have to wait another 30 minutes. This first Void Eye dropped nothing. The second one I found was in the middle of a weird village of fox people. Going near this made the Void Eyes spawn enemies, which started a miniature war in the center of the town, but this one didn't drop anything either. What is that? Why is there a tornado going through the sky? Anyways, with the last arrows I had, I went back over closer to my camp and killed my last Void Eye. Did he drop it? I don't think he dropped it. Wait a second. Did he drop it? I think he dropped it. I think he dropped it. I think he dropped it. I have it. Screw you, Scorpion. Screw you. Screw you. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Screw you. Oh my god. I have them. I have them. Finally. I've collected them all. Now I just have to get back to Toe Hub. It took me like 3 hours straight of searching, but I finally did it. I had all the materials needed to make a full set of adamantite armor, and I got to this point through sheer toe power. Back at Toe Hub, I put all the ore I had collected into my furnaces, and now I just had to wait. Okay, so now to get the armor, all I have to do is press this button, and it'll upgrade it. And now I can make adamantite stuff. Okay, adamantite helmet. Cuirass, however you pronounce that. Gauntlets. And finally, pants. Oh my god. It's so beautiful. I did so much toe gymnastics for this, you don't even understand. I only have one thing left to do. It's time for me to find the big guy with the sword and beat him up. I see him. I see him. Enemy spotted. Come here, sir. Sir, I would like to speak to you. I have a new shiny coat. Ow, that hurt. Sir, I would like to speak to you. I have a shiny... Don't do that. I have a shiny coat of armor. He's beating me up. Dude, I keep switching to my crossbow. This is not working for me. I don't care. He just like teleported behind me. I did it. I killed him. I killed him. I don't care about you. I'm done. This is good enough. The dangerous world of Toeland has taught me a lot. I've ironically progressed more in this world than I have in any other world playing this game. It only took me a whole 13 hours of playtime, but I was able to make the best armor in Hytale without ever using my hands, forever making me a master of the toe arts. Wait a second, you just watched this to see my feet, didn't you?